Greetings, Congregation Lion of Judah English. Just wanted to say hello and reconnect with you. I had promised that soon I would be giving more information to you regarding the latest developments and how we're going to proceed in the light of whatever we learned on the part of the authorities. And as you know, last Sunday we had a glorious time despite all the pressure that we have been feeling. And people showed up in a magnificent sort of way. I was so encouraged and blessed. But as we know, since last Sunday, new developments have taken place, and the governor, as a matter of fact, Sunday afternoon, issued another mandate prohibiting gatherings of more than 25 people in any kind of space. So, of course, we want to be very much obedient and submit to those directives. So we, in response to that mandate, will be cutting any kind of services that we were going to have otherwise in person. So, as we had said, what we will be doing is we're going to be going into live streaming beginning this Sunday. So, we hope to have a good, dynamic, engaging, spiritually charged service for you, and that way keeping connection with our beloved congregation. So please, what I want to ask you is to connect through the internet, through our webpage, leondejudah.org. So this way, in the same hours that we have been having before, 9 a.m. for the English service, noon for the Spanish service, we will be having our time together as a congregation. And I hope to have some good, encouraging teaching for you during that time. And for Wednesday night, we will not have our regular Wednesday night service, but we ask you to stay at home, to pray with your family, and to carry on as usual. More than ever, I think we need to be in touch. So those of you who come to the Wednesday night service, please continue your disciplines of prayer and worship. And you can do it at home, maybe with a couple of family members or with a friend. Or, I know that some of you meet in homes regularly. I don't think there's any prohibition as long as there is a reasonable number of people below 25 in a home. If you feel that you can do that and you feel safe doing that. Otherwise, we don't want to discourage you from following whatever measures of safety you feel the Lord is leading you to. So just know that. But that way we can continue our services as usual. So the other thing before I finish that I can urge you to do is, of course, to give. I know that we've said that before, but these are extraordinary times where all institutions, and including churches, are being put under pressure to, receive some measure of what they receive normally. And we have all kinds of commitments and things that we need to keep doing. So we want to urge you to give to your congregation as actively, as in faith as possible. These are times when all kinds of creative things can happen. You may want to give, if you're free to do that, ahead. So you may feel, okay, I want to bless my church by giving a month's tithes because I feel I can do that. That's a great way because it allows us during this time to be able to meet some of our commitments. And then you may, pull back when this thing is over. But you may also feel that, you can give more than you usually give to make up for some of that lack that we will be experiencing. Many of our people have already been laid off or even, released from their jobs. So these are times when we need to really be very generous and very faith-filled and give in times of scarcity. When I really feel that that's when the Lord can be glorified by our acts of faith. So again, you can go to our webpage, very secure, leondejudah.org, and go into the part where you say donate, and you can register and put in your username, password, and basic information. And that way you can give either in a recurrent sort of way, or you can give a one-time donation and then repeat it whenever you are able to. So these are ways that you can help us to weather this storm. And finally, I just want to say that we are very much in prayer for our congregation, for our nation, for the nations of the world. All of us, let us continue as a congregation worshiping the Lord, declaring His goodness. You know, it is so good to remember that the Lord is not limited to space or time. As a people, as a family of faith, we can be together in our prayers. We can be together in our worship. We can be together in just visualizing the Lord's goodness in our lives. So this is a time for continual prayer and for continual carrying on, you know, with the faith that God hears us no matter where we are. And I'm declaring blessing, protection of the Lord on your lives. This too shall pass. I believe that this is not the end of things, that there's still a lot of wonderful things that God is doing. And even through this time, we know that He is carrying out His will, and that this will abound somehow for blessing and advancement of the kingdom of God. So let's not lose heart. Let's keep believing that, yes, this is very serious, but God always has a plan. He always has a solution. And our prayers will accelerate any kind of intervention on the part of the Lord. So let's keep being full of faith and trusting in the Lord. I bless you and I pray for provision for your life and for your family. And I will continue reaching out through the internet. So stay in touch through leondejuda.org. Be blessed, my brothers and sisters, and we will see each other soon. Take good care.